All right, man. Errol Spence back in the gym. Let's talk about it. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance. Get notifications. We go live or drop video. Financially, want support the channel. Cash App, $ CJ Good 313. Venmo, CJ Good 313. PayPal link in the description. So yeah, he back in the gym, jumping rope and shit. I ain't gonna play the video because it ain't my video. But y'all see him right there. Hold on, y'all about to see him. Y'all see him right there. Look a little bit heavy. So yeah, he back in the gym jumping rope. Um, so I know the cataract surgery. They were saying that that's it only take a few months to heal from it. Uh, let's see. Yeah, it's only take a few months to heal from it as well. So yeah, it takes 4 to 6 weeks for the eye to fully heal. So it's how long does the recovery take? Your eye will feel normal again in 24 hours after surgery. However, your sensitivity to light may persist for a few more days. It will take 4 to 6 weeks for the eye to fully heal. So I'm not sure exactly when he got that eye injury, but when he got the surgery, but they saying it take 4 to 6 weeks um to actually heal the eye. So, but he back in the gym. And don't know who he training for. Don't know if it's take to be in shape. Don't know, if they got a deal for Crawford. Most people thought when he had the surgery and they seen that Tim Tszyu was fighting Lubin, and then that fight fell apart. A lot of people thought that Errol Spence was going to be next, or Bud was going to be next up for Tim Tszyu. So it seemed like maybe Errol could still be heading towards that rematch. You know what I'm saying? Um, so that's a huge possibility that Earl could be heading for that rematch. And at the end of the day, all power be to him. You know, all power be to him, dude. Where else you gonna find? Where else you typically gonna find that amount of money at? You know what I'm saying? Where else you gonna get that money from? So, uh, and that's what it is. They said in the second fight he guaranteed $20 million is what they guaranteeing him. So where else you gonna get that type of money from? So, at the end of the day, they tried to push him away from that fight. Um, and yeah, they tried to push him. They tried to push him away from that fight. And I heard Al, think he done. He think that Errol Spence is done. That he's damaged goods, and he don't want to put the money up for the fight because ain't nobody interested in after how bad the ass whooping was. They don't believe anybody is interested in the fight. So, but if he contractually obligated to meet a minimum price, I want to know, and these clauses in these contracts, because Al Heyman is really, really smart. I want to know, is they willing to suit up and boot up to sue this guy? That's what I want to know. Are they ready to suit up, boot up, and sue this guy? That's the $1 million question. Are they ready to suit up, boot up, and sue this guy to make the fight happen? And he getting, and at the end of the day, it seemed like he got just looking at him, it seemed like he a little bit heavy. Crawford stay around, his shape, and some people put weight on a lot easier than other people, and some people are just more disciplined than other people. And that's been one of the bigger downfalls of PBC is that their fighters are not disciplined in between fights. And in my opinion, that shit hard as hell to be disciplined when you don't know when you fighting again. That shit hard as hell. When you don't know if you got another fight coming up, you know what I mean? And you training just to be training, You ain't gonna train with the same intensity. You're not. You're not gonna train with the same intensity. You know, and now you know what people are doing is they're trying to push Jerron Boots Ennis. They're trying to push Jerron Boots Ennis towards on Terence Crawford to take the heat off of Errol Spence, and they was trying to do that before the fight. You know, they was trying to do that before the fight. So I don't know if you know these workout videos is are there a message to Al Heyman saying that I'm ready? Like Tevin Campbell, I'm ready to love you forever. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's a message. Message. Don't be a minute while drinking your juice in South Central. I don't know if it's a message or what. You know, but when you got $20 million on a motherfucker owe you 20 million, you know, you want your 20 million. You want your 20 million. Shit. You know, nigga blow you up for $10. Yeah, get fuck off my line. When you got 20 million going on, you know, Al Heyman, you didn't want to share the money, you didn't want to share the fight with nobody else. You didn't want the Saudis to put the money up or none of that. You didn't. That ain't what you wanted. That ain't what you wanted. That ain't what you wanted. So now you gotta, you know, take the responsibility when you the man and you want to be the man and you don't want no help. Then you gotta take the brunt of the blame and you gotta spoil when it's riches. You gotta spoil in the riches. That's the thing about doing everything yourself. You gotta do everything yourself, and then when it don't go right, you know what I'm saying? When it don't go your way, you gotta be you gotta be prepared. You gotta be prepared, you know, to take the brunt of the blame. And now he has to find new ways to be innovative and trying to sell this fight and get this money. And Errol Spence don't seem like, you know, he in the best of shape right now. So Al Heyman looking at this, even like, dog, you still ain't in shape. You still don't have the discipline. You ain't showed me nothing to make me want to put my money behind you to possibly get my money back in the trilogy. And it was like, well, you know, the car accident really messing him up. Well, who didn't see no shit like this coming? The way that he was living, the people that he was hanging around, you know what I'm saying? And when you the breadwinner, ain't nobody gonna tell you no. Ain't nobody gonna tell you when you wrong. Because everybody fearful of getting cut off. You know, everybody fearful of getting cut off. And Errol said, well, you know, I wasn't living a fighter's lifestyle. We been through that. But when you live in a certain way, you getting away with it. You getting away with it. You getting away with it. I mean, even in that fight he had with even with that fight he had with oh man, I can't remember. I was about to say that quick, but you know, even with some of the fights he was getting away with it, you can't just turn the switch on. That's one thing I learned about it in life, especially playing sports. You just can't turn that switch on. You know, a lot of times. And he was getting by. He was dominating, doing what he was doing. He was dominating, doing what he was doing. He probably like, well, this working. I ain't gotta switch shit up. This working. I ain't gotta switch shit up. I'm doing my thing like this. I ain't gotta change a goddamn thing. And ultimately, it bit him in the ass. And now the performance was so poor. And then, okay, if you're trying to convince people that it could be different, fuck the excuses. But if you're trying to convince people that this thing could be different, you know what I'm saying? You at least want to be you at least should be in physical shape. You at least could be trying to um you at least should be trying to be in the best shape you can be in to prove to the people prove to the people and the people that's putting the money up that it could be different. He not. And I said this in another video on the live stream or video. His biggest downfall was staying in his hometown when he made it. They should have moved him to Colorado, somewhere else. Maybe not LA per se, but New Mexico, somewhere like that. Florida, they should have moved him somewhere like that. But hey, it is what it is. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live or drop a video. Financially, want to support the channel, Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Appreciate the love and support. Peace.